Common humanity is about knowing that we have a legacy of wisdom, ancestral traditions, and respect that predates us. Common humanity is recognizing that I have a grandfather who fought for freedom of us and Europeans in the Battle of the Bulge while my grandma was pregnant with my mother. Common humanity is recognizing that all people have received trauma, and Danger Brain knows trauma. Danger Brain knows how to respond to trauma, but it cannot tell what kind of trauma we have received. It cannot tell one person's trauma from another. It only knows that we're in danger. And so it is automatically going to react to unsafe situations. And that's sometimes where, it overreacts, kind of like a protective friend or a protective parent. And so sometimes we need to help it understand that when we aren't in imminent danger, we can help lean into safe brain so that we can lean into our compassion, lean into our ancestral wisdom, lean into our legacies and understand them and wrap our arms around them and move forward. And the last part of compassion is mindfulness. And mindfulness isn't meditation necessarily. It is being present in the moment without giving into judgments. Being present and aware in the moment without giving into judgments. And when we can be aware in the moment and present in the moment, we're leaning into safe brain. We're not leaning into our danger brain responses. So compassion is a way that we can know how to help ourselves, and we can know how we can help others. And it's part of safe brain work. Now, danger brain will try to convince us otherwise. If we've stopped listening to our physical symptoms of stress and danger, the tightness we feel, the tension that we feel, the desire to flee or freeze, our danger brain is going to tell us in other ways. It's going to tell us through intrusive thoughts, challenging self-talk. And when we don't know what to do with this, it can become dangerous. Much like the people we see running immigrations and customs enforcement right now, many of the people who we hear are counting the number of bullet holes they're putting into American citizens, or how many people they're manipulating into being kidnapped and detained. These people live in danger brain. It's not a place we want to live, especially when there's no imminent threat. And the executive branch wants us to believe that there's imminent threat around every corner. That simply isn't true. Just use your eyes. Listen with your ears. That many of the perpetrators in our country are people we know. Think about that. Many of the perpetrators in our country are the people we know, not the stranger around the corner. So, leaning into safe brain requires us to live a compassionate life, because when we're not compassionate, we're feeding danger brain. That loop, that threat loop continues. And so having kindness to ourselves doesn't mean that we give ourselves permission to lay in bed all day, even though some days we might feel like it. And some days we might just decide to rest and digest. Put a limit on that. Because, again, you don't want your danger brain to think the bear's at the door. So That's kindness. Common humanity is recognizing that we have a legacy. Now, I have a few different legacies, just like most Americans do. My grandfather was sent here with his brother from Ireland during a time of famine. My great-grandfather was sent here from Scotland at a time where his family couldn't afford to support him. I also have some Native American roots that was in a time when the United States was coming to a more organized place in terms of having a unified government, and they were helping with the fight. And so my body knows trauma, my legacy knows trauma, and we also know how to lean into those safe places where we just get a moment of relief, a minute of relief, an hour of relief, a day of relief. And finally, mindfulness. Mindfulness is being aware without giving into judgment. If you have people in your life or yourself that judges, I ask you to consider that those people are likely in danger brain for whatever reason. We don't need to understand the why of it. They're not leaning into safe brain. And the people who judge need our compassion too. And even if it's ourselves, that we understand where this is coming from. So we don't need to give into the words, right? When we have intrusive thoughts, when we have challenging self-talk, we don't need to give in to the words. Those words are only indicating that we are in danger brain. And when we lean into safe brain by doing something you enjoy, by tending to your vagus nerve, and we'll talk about the nervous system next, because that is also a way we can understand danger brain and safe brain. When we do those things, we can lean into safe brain and lead a safe brain life and make our system safe brain, so that we don't have detention centers that are killing people, neglecting people, abusing people. So we don't have a world where we have to fear those things. It's up to all of us. This fight isn't over once this branch of executive dysfunctioning ends. We need to continue to fight for trauma-informed systems, trauma-informed government, and call out the most untreated mental health issue of our time, and that is the core danger brain style of flight. We'll talk about that in the coming days too. Take care. Have a safe brain day. Have a safe brain moment. Have a safe brain second. And I'll see you next time.